Hey sneaker friends, how's it going today? So have you guys heard of CNK Daily? They have a website and Instagram page. CNK stands for Chicks and Kicks, and so their primary focus is women surrounding the sneaker industry. So go check out their website and their Instagram. Today I'm going to be doing an interview for them. It's called Chickchat. And so they interview people once a week and talk to them about various chicks in the industry, and they ask them a series of questions. So I have 8 questions. Let's get started. The first question, tell us how your background in plastics engineering led to footwear design in sneaker industry. Well, I didn't know at the time when I got the degree that it would lead to sneaker design, right? I actually I got my plastics engineering degree at Penn State Erie, the Behrend College. I worked for 2 years after that at Newell Rubbermaid, designing, doing CAD actually for food containers, totes, trash cans. Then I applied to Nike online, and I started out as a product development engineer at Nike IHM designing airbags. And that's kind of when I learned that most of the materials in footwear are actually plastics. And most of the processes used are actually plastics processes. So injection molding, compression molding, extrusion. And in my degree, I basically learned how to do all those processes, how to design for those processes, and how to apply and manufacture with them. And I also learned tons about the plastics materials. So come to find out, it became super applicable. And actually, that's how I got into the Innovation Kitchen. They loved my degree and my background in plastics and thought it was very applicable. So yeah, check it out. Penn State Erie, the Behrend College, Plastics Engineering Technology. Question 2, we loved your head-to-head sneaker showdown with the Nike Epic React and Adidas Ultra Boost. What is the thought process behind your YouTube channel, and what do you ultimately want to show your audience? Well, the thought process behind my YouTube channel is I wanted to study all the shoes from the industry. I hadn't bought another Nike shoe. I hadn't bought a shoe besides Nike for 13 years. And so I wasn't familiar with everything out there. So the YouTube videos I'm making now are they're looking at these shoes and purchasing through my eyes. And it ends up being a little bit more technical, I think. And I'm not just going after the fire shoes or the shoes that are going to resell. I'm going after shoes that show true technology improvements. So overall, I just want my audience to understand the technical side better, because there's a lot of effort. I worked alongside tons of people at Nike that were just super passionate, and each shoe, there's hundreds of people, if not thousands, that come together with projects and skills to make each and every product that you guys buy. And so to me, it's important that we have a look at that. Like, I think that's kind of just looked over, but there are a lot of work, and there's a lot of people from all the brands with tons of passion trying to make better shoes for you. Question number 3, what are 4 sneakers in your current weekly rotation? Well, currently my rotation consists of the Adidas NMD. It's just super easy to pull on and wear anywhere. I do have a flip-flop in the rotation because it's almost summer here in Portland. I use the Nike Epic React to run in still. It is my preferred running shoe right now, just because I don't seem to have the knee pain that I usually have when I'm using these. This finally made it into the rotation. I've been waiting all winter long to wear these, and it's finally stopped raining enough here in Portland that I can actually wear these. The Worcester Greats is also in my rotation. Just an easy slip-on shoe. Again, you can wear just about anywhere. It's not as comfortable underfoot as some of the other shoes with Boost or React, but it's still, it looks good. And actually, a 5th shoe that's in my rotation is the Reebok Float Ride. I really like the shoe. It's easy to pull on and just run out the door, and it's a little more technical looking than some of the other ones too. So yeah, that's currently what's in my rotation, but my rotation changes often. Okay, next question. In what ways do you feel that women will make an impact and play a key role in the future of the sneaker industry? That's a great question. I don't really know. I mean, I think women have already made a great impact, and I think product will continue to get better and better. I think consumers are getting more educated on footwear, and so they're starting to understand the technologies more, and so I think it's really important that the brands talk more about their product and how it's made. I would love to see that in the brands more. As for women, I mean, more diversity always equals greater product. So whether it's a woman or a person of color, I think adding diversity is going to get better products, and I love it. Sneaker designing and creative concepts is on the rise. What advice would you give to people who are just starting out in the industry? Oh man, this is a good question, and I have 2 pieces of advice, or maybe 2 tips I'll say. One is be patient. It takes time. Footwear takes time to learn. The industry takes time. Like, just be patient. Timing is everything. I always wanted things to happen in a rush, and when they finally would happen, it was just like, oh yeah, this is perfect timing. Like, that makes total sense. So be patient. It'll all come together. Just give it time. And the second one is, if you're going to design footwear or make footwear or be in the footwear industry from a design or product capacity, know how to make the footwear. I think it's really, really important that the best designs I've ever seen come from people that know how to make the product. So learning how to make shoes, learning how to sew, learning how to do all the construction techniques is super important. Make. So be patient and learn to make. Both of those are critical to everyone coming into the industry. Brands like Jordan are putting a concentration on the female demographic of consumers and redesigning classics with us in mind. What are your thoughts on these redesigned retros? You know, I think they're hitting the nail on the head now because they're picking the right materials and textures and colors. And once they pull that all together, I think you end up with a product that's a lot more beautiful in different ways. Now, female or not, I think all shoes should be genderless. Like, who cares? Who cares? I'm sure the brands don't care who's buying it as long as they're selling it. So I think they should just remove gender, period, from all shoes and help us understand what each shoe can do for us and why it's different. So I like that they're doing it with retros. I'm looking forward to see where they take it in the future. Next question. What would you like to see brands doing to enhance performance in sneakers? That's a good question. I think right off the top, brands need to tell us what's new, what it does for us, and why we should use it. Like, let's get really simple. Let's get rid of the marketing talk and just tell me what's new about it and why I need it in my life, period. Why is it better than another shoe? What does it offer me that's new? And if it's nothing, great. It has an aesthetic that everyone loves, that's fine. But it's very confusing when I'm looking at all these new technologies from shoes and like, okay, Boost is supposed to be better than Float Ride. What is Float Ride? You know, and there's not enough information out there from the brands telling you what it is. So tell us more of what technically is in the shoe and why we need it. I think they should just be more transparent on that. That's what I think they can do for performance. And last question. CNK Daily is a platform designed to be a voice that elevates, empowers, and serves women in what we like to call sneak her culture. What does sneak her culture mean to you? To me, it means one thing. It means women in sneakers is growing. And you know why I love that? Because someday I'll be able to wear very beautiful, fancy dresses and clothes with sneakers on. I hate wearing heels. My feet hurt the whole time. I'm constantly thinking about my feet. Like, I can't wait for the day when, everyone's on the red carpet with sneakers and dresses and not wearing heels. I mean, heels have their place, but that's what it means to me. So I love that the sneaker culture is growing and I hope it continues. Okay, that's all the questions they had for me today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and I wish all the best to CNK Daily. I've been following them for several months now and I can't wait to see what they're gonna produce in the future. Have an awesome day. See ya.